Hey, Mikey Mike here in Belmont Shores and Long Beach. It's January. Quick launch here on the beach. We've got the kite cam going. It was a windy day and side offshore breezes today. A little bit scary for me, but we gave it a shot. Sat around the beach for quite some time until the wind kind of got sideshore only, and it was still a little side offshore, but not super offshore. So we body dragged our little fanny out to the past the buoy line here, and it was a bit gusty, super gusty, but we're doing pretty good. We got out there, got the board on our feet, and I had the kite trimmed down almost all the way because it was going from 10 miles an hour to 27 miles an hour gusts. It was a little tricky, but when I get out there, sure enough, we're in a lull, and I have my small board and my 14-meter switchblade today because I thought I was just going to be overpowered, and that wasn't the case for the most part. So I'm trying to get my trim here. I'm having a hard time reaching it. Finally get some trim so I can trim it back down, or trim it back up actually. And then we're able to dive the kite and get a little bit more power out of it. So that worked out pretty well. And sure enough, as soon as we did that, we started getting up and going, and then immediately face planted. So it's a little tricky time recovering my board. And if you don't get your board in offshore winds, even side offshore, you'll end up in San Diego here pretty quick. And so that's a little bit tricky. So I was getting a little bit uneasy, I would say, but I was able to recover my board. Finally was able to swim back to it, a little body dragging back and forth, and then swam back to it. It's tricky to see in the wintertime. The glare off the water makes it tricky to actually see your board, especially when it's upside down. But I managed to make my way back. Grab the board and get it back on your feet, and I decided to go back in because it was a little sketchy, just being out and unsure if my board is going to make it to San Diego by itself. I'm sure I can make it back to the beach, not a problem, but wind's still kind of iffy. We're definitely doing a little bit better with the short board. Just not enough volume for me today, but it was okay. We're actually able to get up and riding. So just dive the kite real quick here and point the board downwind. It helps a lot. And then we're up, heading back to shore. I don't use my 14 very often, but it's definitely a lot faster than the Contra, the 17 meter. That's the 14 meter. So it's like kind of having power steering in a way. If I would have used my Litewave wing, it would have probably been a little bit better with this kite. I brought my surfboard, but I definitely didn't want to. I didn't want to have to try to make a transition and lose the board. So I stuck with the twin tip today. But it was a good day. Got wet. A lot of guys were doing really good guys out there today, and it was helpful to have some help on the beach getting launched off and quick land. So even right in here close to the beach, I face planted, and that was about it. So pull the trim in, so not so much power, and then go back and get the board, and then a quick land and walk back up the beach here. So it's Mikey Mike. Hey, make sure you leave some comments. Kiteboarding again, wait for the summertime. Got a foil board on the way. I got the new F Surf 2019, and we'll see how that works. Peace.